Hello everybody! If you read the title of the video or watched my return video, you know that I'll be hosting a collab to celebrate hitting 2K. And as you can already tell, the episode I chose is one of my favorites from Season 3, that being Trust Thomas. Now in this video, I'll be going over the rules, what parts are open to take, and how you can join in. So let's start by going over the rules of the collab. Rule 1. You can only choose one part to remake. This is so that more people can have a chance to join in on the fun. Rule 2. Use anything you like, whether it be models, toys, Roblox, animation, etc. to join in on the collab. Rule 3. If you want to join, please leave a comment on the bottom of this video of which part you want. To see what parts are still available, there will be a pinned comment with all the available parts. Rule 4. For ease of editing, please leave an extra 2 or 3 seconds at the beginning and end of a part to allow me to edit transitions much easier. Along with that, please leave your channel or preferred username in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Just make sure it's not too big to the point where it takes up the screen and not too small to the point where you can't even see it. And finally, Rule 5. Any entries must be submitted on YouTube with hashtag NWTrustThomas in the title and a mention of my channel in the description. Now here are all the available parts for the collab. However, to avoid copyright, footage of the episode will have to be blurred unfortunately. So I left a link to the episode in the description so you can recreate your part. With all that out of the way, here are all the available parts.
Thomas the Tank Engine was feeling bright and cheerful. It was a splendid day. "Good morning," he whistled to some cows, but the cows didn't reply. "Never mind," said Thomas. "They're busy with their breakfast." Next, he saw Bertie. "Hello, Bertie. Care for a race today?" But all Bertie could say was, "Ouch! That's another hole in the road." "I'm sorry, Bertie," smiled Thomas. Thomas was still in good spirits when Bertie arrived at the next station. "Bad luck, Bertie. Now, if you were a steam engine, you would run on a pair of reliable rails." "Huh," replied Bertie. "The railway was supposed to deliver tar to mend the road 2 weeks ago. You can't trust a thing that runs on rails." "I run on rails. You can trust me, Bertie. I'll see if I can find out what's happened." And Thomas puffed away towards the big station. James was snorting about in the yard. "It's too bad," he grumbled. "Percy goes to work at the harbor and I do his job, here, there, and everywhere. Take that!" "Oh," groaned the freight cars. "Just you wait. We'll show you." Gordon laughed. "I'll tell you what, James, if you pretended to be ill everywhere, you couldn't shunt freight cars here or go to the quarry there, could you?" "What a good idea," agreed James. "Look, here comes Thomas. I'll start pretending now." Thomas was sorry to see the engines looking miserable. "Cheer up," he puffed. "It's a beautiful day." "Yes," grumbled Gordon, "but not for James." "What's the matter?" asked Thomas. "He's sick," replied Gordon. "Yes, he is. I am," stuttered James. "I don't feel well at all." "Don't worry," said Thomas kindly. "I'll help out if you're ill." Gordon and James snickered quietly to each other. Some of James's cars were coupled behind Thomas and he steamed away to the quarry. The cars were still cross. "We couldn't pay James back for bumping us, so we'll play tricks on Thomas instead. One engine is as good as another." But Thomas didn't hear them. He collected all the stone from the quarry and set off back to the junction. Danger lay ahead. Now for our plan, giggled the cars. Go faster, go faster. They pushed Thomas over the switches. Slow down, called Thomas's driver and applied the brakes. Poor Thomas stood dazed and surprised in a muddy pond as a toad eyed him suspiciously. Bust my buffers, muttered Thomas. The day started so well, too. Duck pulled away the cars, and Edward helped Thomas back to the junction. Suddenly, Thomas remembered the missing tar. He told Edward all about it. That's strange, said Edward. A car full of tar has been left at my station. That must be it. Driver will make sure it gets to Bertie now. Later, James spoke to Thomas. I'm sorry about your accident, he muttered, and so is Gordon. We didn't mean to get you into trouble. No, indeed, spluttered Gordon. A mere misunderstanding, Thomas. All's well that ends well. Just then, Bertie arrived. He looked much more cheerful. My road's being mended now. Oh, I am glad, replied Thomas. Thanks for all you did, added Bertie. Now I know I can trust an engine, especially if his name is Thomas. Gordon and James puffed silently away to the shed, but Thomas still had company. Well, well, he sighed. What a day for surprises. The toad, who was looking forward to a ride home, noisily agreed.
And so those are all the available parts for the collab. The deadline for entries is April 10th, so try to get them in while you can. Thank you all so much for watching, and I can't wait to see all your entries for the collab. I've been the Northwesterner, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!